Starting the day off right, swapping out the screw flattened tire that is on the back of the Rabbit right now with the full-size spare that comes with it. This is indeed a brand new tire that has never gone on the car, but no doubt is past its expiration date. But it doesn't have a hole in it, so. Kind of look cool with black wheels, wouldn't it? Kids, do not grab stuff from a rolly chair. So it's a good thing that I took Norton out to like a mountain bike trail to see what the conditions were. It's very sloppy. It is very much the type of conditions where it's like, hey, don't go ride your mountain bike today. It's perfect weather to take out old Rawstercross here. It's a bit washboardy here. Oh my god. Without rhyme or reason, I decided like 45 seconds after leaving the house that today would be a hard effort, a baseline, like, hey, this is kind of where you're at for this 22-ish kilometer loop. So I've been pushing hard, not vlogging. I just want to see where I'm at. Legs are burning. I'll meet up with you at the end. You guys good?
Oh yeah.
Woo! Hell yeah, that felt pretty good. That was the most bizarre ride that I have maybe ever done. When I started out on the road, I felt like I was like lightheaded. You know that like the vision that you get right before you're about to like puke? I kind of had that. I felt like I kind of wasn't paying attention at all. Like I went off the road onto the shoulder for a second. I'm like, yeah, I'm seriously not all there, man. It was that, but at the same time, every test as I was going down the road, man, I feel awesome. I just kind of like can't pay attention or see anything at all. And then I finally warmed up and then I just felt great the whole time. I felt like I was in the right gear the entire time. There was never a time on that 26 kilometers that I felt like I was pushing such a hard gear that it felt like I was doing like big, heavy squats. All right, let's break down the baselines, shall we? All right, today's basis was 26 kilometers at 26.2 kilometers per hour. This is the basis. This is the road bike loop basis to see how my progression has been. This 5.1 kilometers at a 4:32 minute per kilometer pace is my 5 kilometer basis. And this 10 kilometer at a 5:27 minute per kilometer is my 10K basis. Now, you'll note I'm basing all of my progression on average speeds and times elapsed. There's going to be some people who are going to rightfully say it's not an accurate or good variable to use at all to base any sort of progress off of. There's just too many outside things that can affect whether you do better or not. Whether it's wind, whether the trails are more soggy, whether someone gets in your way. A heart rate monitor or like a power meter, I don't know, stuff like that would be a much more accurate way to track progress. But I will not be using those. Not because I don't believe in them, but because I'm just like I'm a normal guy that doesn't have a coach. I don't have the money to go buy any of that stuff. And if I did own any of it, I probably wouldn't use it correctly. Training with a stopwatch, clock, average pace, whatever you want to call it, despite its myriad downfalls, pitfalls, and issues, well, it's my way of doing it, and it's the way that I'm going to continue to do it because, well, it's available to me for no money out of my bank account. And anecdotally, I don't want to sound like a dick here, but like I've ridden and raced with people who have trained with power meters, and it just kind of seems like they sometimes don't get any better. Like, I don't know if they just stay at the same wattage all the time. Like, you're supposed to like up that every so often, right? You're supposed to like retest your FTP and like go up so that you're faster, right? I don't know. Where's my stopwatch, gang? Welcome to Gear Gab. And I know what you're thinking. What? A car wheel? How can this be a Spindag Gear Gab? What? But there is rhyme and reason. So right now, Angela is on contract as a travel nurse, and that ends January 31st. So she'll be back. She's gonna want her car back, which means I gotta get it together and get the Rabbit going again. Like, it's gotta be the vehicle that I can take on mountain bike adventures and go out and do, like, it's gotta be back to running order. Replacing the battery yesterday that I let die so badly, and then it got so cold that it couldn't come back. That was step one, and then I immediately got this flat tire. It's gotta solve that now. So I went to the Canadian Institution, Crappy Tire, and bought a plug kit. Oh. Thank you to the super thanks that made that happen. Oh. And I'm gonna have a go at plugging the hole that this screw, where is it? This screw created. Oh. I actually got these tires put on these wheels like a year-ish ago. They've probably got less than 2,000 kilometers on them, maybe even less than 1,000, who knows? So, you know, I'd hate to have to like replace it. Based on what I'm reading, it's kind of like doing a tubeless tire repair on the trail. Apparently it's a broken screw. And then the rasp tool, this is like, you clean up the hole with this. And then, okay. And I guess you just cut this down to the tread height. And then fill it with air. Now I'm just gonna spray a little bit of Crisp Fix soapy water on there. Bubble. I kind of suspected that the screw went in like sideways. It didn't go in straight, so. Frig. Man, when it rains, it pours. That sucks. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Gear Gab. Dang it. End of the video. This frame. You know. Eric cooks.
Yes, chef.
Making chili. I did probably put too much chili powder in this. I can kind of smell it. I don't know what that's gonna do to the flavor, but like it definitely is strong smelling of chili powder. Oh, and a bonus to Eric Cooks, Norton. There was, this was donated to you. And actually, literally 27 seconds ago, this also was. Nice. Thank you. Say thank you. And then, what is this, sponsored? You gotta do the corn chips with it. It tastes way better than it smells. Okay, another successful segment of Eric Cooks. I hope today got you pumped, excited, motivated, whatever you want to call it, to go out and do something you already wanted to do, but like, you know, maybe there's some barriers in the way. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Probably.